Okay, I have an early day off of work, and I was like, it's the last day of 2025? This dungeon is a nightmare, and I don't know how long it's going to take me to actually beat it. Let's get started, and let's actually beat the game before the end of the year. Ugh. I had a miserable time, though. I am not looking forward to this game. Like, I was looking forward to playing this game every time I booted it up until this moment. That last dungeon is such a nightmare. Where's the last time I left off? Here. Cerealed area in the 4th floor. Okay. So we don't have to go as far back as I thought maybe we might have to. Hi. Ambush.
You're finished.
Who has the most hit points left? You know what? Let's hit this heal off so that I'm fine. Because I don't think the force feed strat is going to work for this final boss. So I might give it a go, but no, there's just too many bosses back to back to back. So you all get to do a little sawing. I just want to make sure that, like, if they all target Shara, they don't insta-kill. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm doing my work. I'm doing, like, all my work. Let's, not let that happen. You need to not do that again.
Good to go.
Okay, so I don't remember where we were. I don't remember where we're going. I know why we're doing, though. I remember that nothing along the sides matters as far as nothing's worth the effort. So we're just gonna go find our way towards that final boss area. Because nothing that this place has for us is worth the effort of fighting these enemies. Just nothing. Nothing is. The experience isn't. Just nothing is worth the hassle. This final dungeon is such a nightmare. I didn't even raid last time I did this because I was just like, oh no, just no. Nope, I am done, goodbye. And the fact that I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction is extra just frustrating. I think I am, but I don't. It's such a dull, samey, repetitive thing. Like, yeah, where are we going? What are we doing? I don't know. We're exploring. There's nothing of interest that we could possibly encounter in our explorations, but we're exploring. Like, okay, bottom level. Before I go forward, I want to discuss kind of what I think is the problem here. So, I'm gonna reduce the volume on this a little bit. There we go. So, I've been a GM for a number of years, and I like dungeons. And in my opinion, there are kind of three sorts of dungeons out there. There's simulationist dungeons, which are less about the form and structure of the dungeon and more about, like, from a perspective of a dungeon, and more like, what is this from the perspective of a place that someone would exist in the real world, right? Like, in this game, when we rescued Chloe from the villa, that was a very great example of a, like, simulationist type dungeon. That was a courtyard surrounded by rooms that had purposes related to being in a villa. Like, it was a very real place sort of thing. And then your second type is kind of your linear branching. It's what people complain about for, like, Final Fantasy 13 and such. A good example of a linear branching dungeon in this game is, say, a lot of the caves and a lot of those sorts of little quests. There's a straight line and there's some little branchy bits. And it's usually pretty obvious where you want to go, not too confusing. Then the last one is your mazes, and these are where it's not really clear where you're going, where it's easy to get lost. And I think all three types of dungeons have their place, right? I think simulationist dungeons are the best. And like, if you have doubt about what sort of dungeon to build for, you need to be like, well, what sort of place am I building? And you make it seem realistic and sensible, and then, I don't know, shut down doors and open keys is needed to make it into, like, a narrative experience. But the others have purposes. Like, we had a maze-like dungeon earlier in this game when we were kind of exploring those sort of Misty Mountain areas in Chapter 2. That was a very maze-like dungeon. And it felt fine there. And I think it's a great example of where a maze-like dungeon should be. Like, maze dungeons are best, like, early game or early mid-game, where you're kind of... the stakes are kind of low, there's no time crunch, no sort of time pressure. Nothing like that, where you're free to explore and you don't feel any, like, pressure. And the thing about a maze is, even though you kind of want it to be easy for the player to get lost, once the player knows where they're going and has been places, it should be pretty easy to find your way back out again. Like little distinct moments and structures. And there should be rewards on the edges and such. Like, you know, if you get lost and you find a dead end, there should be a reward there that you're like, yay, I found a cool thing, so I didn't waste my time. And it shouldn't feel like a slog. That's the big thing. Like, that sort of things should never feel like slogs, especially if you have to do them. I've made this comment in Final Fantasy games before, that my definition of a good JRPG is one where you don't have to grind. Like, where using your toolkit wisely and thoughtfully lets you beat the game, and you don't need to, like, stop and grind for extra stats, because you just kind of get them naturally. And this game has been really good up to this point with that. And then linear dungeons are for, like, story beats, in my mind. Like, they are when you need to center the story, where you need to keep everyone focused, where it's like, yep, here's the situation, we need to go straight there. I think what's really bothered me in this game is we have a poorly constructed maze dungeon where there isn't really a good identifier of where you are and what you've gone, where everything looks the same, where the rewards at your dead ends don't feel meaningful, because the bulk of them are for not characters in your party, and also they don't seem to be significant improvements, etc. A lot of them are just the same old healing items you've gotten all game, that you're like, oh, well, I can just buy a million of them from Mr. Shop Dude. Like, all of that, you just go, eh. So you get lost, you get frustrated. It's a grind to fight the treasure chest bosses, so you don't want to do it. The rewards aren't worth it. And all of that is in the context of a story beat where, oh shit, Colonel Dick is about to do something horrible. We need to get to him. And like, the story build-up makes it feel like this, of all moments, should be your linear branching dungeon. This should be the moment where you have a straight line, where it's clear where you need to go to the boss, and any side areas are obviously optional side areas with extra loot and such. That should be cleared out and streamlined to get you to the end. And this is I've noticed JRPGs like do this a lot, where they give you this big, brawling, maze-like final dungeon under a time pressure, narratively. Like, there isn't actually a time pressure, but there's like a narrative time pressure. You had that in FF7. Tales of Abyss had that, etc. And just this is a particularly poor implementation of that concept, and it's not like the right thing, so that bothers me. So that said, I'm pretty sure I was just very tired, and that I'm going to have an easier time here than I did. But we're here. We're at the end. We have not grabbed any additional equipment at the sides. We're just gonna go, and we're gonna fight Colonel Dick, and we're gonna fight that monster, and we're gonna win. Something about the spot feels different from other areas. There's no wind, but I feel some kind of pressure. It's our last stop. Let's go over everything and make sure we're ready before we go inside. Okay. Do our best everything. Skull Pendant. Prevents death blows. Prevents abnormal statuses. Skull Pendant. CP Restore Belt. Skull Pendant. Prevent Mute. Prevent Poison. Do you have a CP gain? Because you have an insta-heal. If I'm honest, I think I want that gladiator belt to go to Chloe. Yeah, so prevent confuse on you. Prevent mute. Get your CP up. Oh, you got a CP up too. Yeah. Let's have you avoid confuse also. And I think of everyone with a CP up, I think it would be best to have Josh, because Josh is gonna... Yeah. Okay. There we go. Rest here. Charge everyone up. And I'm not going to worry about force feeding the CP, because I think it's not going to matter too much. I'm going to drop the save again. But yeah, I just feel like we can use our capabilities better here. And I think I've probably avoided status effects that I should be worrying about. So he's going to have a couple donkey ball dipshits. I figured you'd show up. In fact, I couldn't see any scenario in which you would do otherwise. Colonel Richard, at the Queen's request, we're here to put a stop to your plan. Doesn't look like the gospel's working yet. We have time if we act now. I'm afraid not. Why not? What is this Areola thing in the first place? Why is getting it so important to you? Long ago, the ancients were granted the power of the Septarians, heavenly treasures which control ground, sea, and sky. One of the treasures was the Areola, the Shining Ring. Did Japan realize that they were accidentally making a sex joke here? Did they realize that is so close to the ring around your nipples? The Shining Ring. But it's true that it existed and it was no mere myth. Do you realize what it could mean for the country? Can you begin to comprehend? For the country? Talking about these ancient weapons to intimidate other countries. That must be it. Precisely. As you're no doubt aware, Liberl is lacking political power. We have only a fifth of Calvard's population. We don't even have an eighth of Erebonia's military capacity. Our sole superior aspect's our technology, and that will not last. We need some form of real strength to avoid any chance of another invasion. That doesn't mean we should count on some weirdo ancient weapon thingy. What about the outcome of the war 10 years ago? That happened because we had Cassius Bright with us. But he's left the military. The country's great champion is gone. So the only ones who may enact miracles are the goddess herself and the hero beloved by her. That's why I established the Intelligence Division. It seems information's our last bastion of protection against our enemies. In order to make the Intelligence Division as effective as possible, I've searched all over Liberl for some sort of decisive strength. Something that would invoke another miracle should disaster strike the nation again. And this is your miracle, of course. Can you imagine any greater miracle than this? Well, we're bracers, so protecting what's important is our job. That doesn't mean being so powerful everyone else is cowed into submission. The greatest miracle of all is when people band together and fight to protect what they love. Nonsense. My dad's just one man. He didn't beat the Imperial Army on his own. It took a lot of people working like crazy together to protect the country. It's the work of all those people that brought the war to an end. Weren't you one of those people? We still feel the same here and now. When we found out what you were planning, we didn't get it. But it's our will to help people that led us here. Don't you think that's miracle enough? Even if it's not, we still believe there's potential in anyone. Heck, everyone. If another war should break out in the future, people will do the same thing. They'll work together and do what has to be done to make it through. I don't know much about this ancient power, but I do know we can count on our fellow liberals. Estelle. I agree with you completely. I swear, when did you get so mature on me? You are strong indeed. Sadly, not everyone's like you. You're face to face with an incredible power. It's a temptation that's simply too much to bear. I've put in far too much time and effort, all for this. I see no reason to turn back now. Just answer me one question. Hi, Valakek, we're suffering! We're suffering! These are not fun fights in a not fun dungeon. Let's go! How'd you know about this place, Colonel? What? A forbidden power? Dormant for centuries, unknown even to Her Majesty? Say nothing of the elevator. Beneath the treasury that leads straight here. It's unlikely you'd have found out this place just by using the resources of the Intelligence Division. Well, and this gospel. A mysterious orbment, more powerful than even the finest ever made in the Zeiss Central Factory. Where'd you get it? I don't have to answer that. Wrong. You don't want to answer because you can't answer. Grrr. Well, what do you mean? You simply believe the Areola would be here. And that, if you could use the Black Orbment, you could control it. But you have no idea when or how you came into that belief, do you? Am I wrong? But that can't. So his memories might have been altered, just like the Sky Bandits leader. So what? It doesn't matter how I got here, just that I am here now. And look around you. I found what I was looking for, didn't I? These ancient constructs could never be crafted with present-day techniques. So I must continue down my chosen path. Time to fight Colonel Dick and his donkey balls. If you believe in the path you've chosen, try to stop me. Succeed or fail, one dream will realized, and the other will crumble to dust. Now allow me to show you the artistry of one who studied under the divine blade. Bring it on. If this is how it must be, then you'll be given no quarter. Okay. So, as I was saying before, I think we've been failing to consider properly things we can do. We've been so DPS focused, because I'm a DPS by my heart. We've been forgetting support stuff. We can clock up, which will increase speed by 50%. It's only one person. But, and that won't go off until the end. So I think this is going to trigger our donkey balls. But I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to hope the Earth Wall. Can I get everyone in Earth Wall? No. The Earth Wall will not. AA Canceller. Dang it. So it was going to cancel. Yeah, okay. Let's fire that off. Hit everyone. I hate those things and how they cancel the effects. Okay. So what have we got that can do both? Confuse. I think we will Chaos Brand if we can. Yes. Chaos Brand Colonel Richard. And then you have only Clock Up. But you do have Earth Wall. So Earth Wall everyone here. And then single target. Single target. I wish I had an AoE of those. Are these weak to lightning? No. Let's give it a go. I think it's going to be fine because it's going to eat the AA. And that's going to mean that there's fewer donkey balls. Okay, he resists Confuse. That's annoying. Earth Wall is going to... Ooh, is that going to stop the AA? Is that going to eat both AAs on this spell? Guarded? AA cancel. Guard. AA cancel. Ha ha ha. I see the way. Okay. I want to focus on these. Not quite big enough. It's medium area. Let's go you. Clock up EX on Chloe. Earth Wall, y'all. And then let's see what gets cancelled. Is it the damaging spells or the Earth Wall? Damaging spells. I think they're going to be immune to that because of hovering. Sure, give me a bad joke. This fight's a bad joke. Can you Earthguard yourself? No.
Someone's been naughty.
Okay, these AAs are gonna both hit Estelle now. Guard. Cancel the spell. Why did the king call the knight he didn't want? I don't know. Why did the king call the knight he didn't want? What did it surplus? Oh, that's horrible. Okay, let's try this Titanic Roar. Will go after. I want to just keep. I want to keep letting Estelle sort of eat these anti-aircraft fires. Like, I think that's working pretty well for now. And we'll up Shara here.
Now, light of the heavens, feel these battered wings. Radiant flash!
Ooh, White Gehenna. We like to use that ability. Okay. And if we go Titanic Roar, it's after again. Okay, then we're gonna have some donkey balls go firing off because we're not gonna get to reset this before it goes again. But we can whip. So that's gonna cancel. Then you're gonna get to throw some donkey balls. Okay, that's acceptable.
Think you're clever. Die with honor.
Does that break guard? Haha, no it doesn't. See, I knew I was just sleepy. Hi. You wanna get hit twice? Back off. Now, we do need to get Shara in here to get caught up by these, but I like that the insta-kill move is blocked by guard. So we need to get some magic going that's gonna attract the donkey balls. It doesn't really matter because it's gonna get cancelled. Join in, everyone. Guard. Cancel the AA. So you're not going to be able to cancel the AA this time. You can get an Earth Wall going. And since Estelle's doing the Earth Wall, and then the Donkey Missiles will get everyone, so someone needs to cast a spell that eats the Donkey Missiles with AA fire. And it's not going to be Josh. Although I think White Gehenna is probably a good idea for Josh. And then it's going to have to be Shara who eats the anti-aircraft fire. And that's fine.
Be gone.
Uh-oh. We're gonna get donkey balled.
Now, light of the heavens, heal these battered wings. Radiant flash!
That's why we equipped you with the CP gain. Okay. Get the wall back up. We're not gonna avoid the donkey balls. Give a big heaven's kiss to everybody.
This ought to perk you up.
We get Earth Wall off first. Yes, we do. So get Earth Wall off. And then you have to have something that you can eat the AAs with. There we go. As long as Richard doesn't attack Chloe here, then we're good.
Be gone.
That's the problem. Okay. So the AA hits. The atomic missile hits. Aerostorm, everyone? No, it's gonna get caught in the way. Dang it. Or the wall won't fire until after. Okay, then. Get penetrated. I should probably be dealing with the donkey balls things. They're the annoying things. Let's just get that going.
You're finished.
Nope, I don't need to do the heal yet. Now we do the heal.
Now, light of the heavens, heal these battered wings. Radiant blast!
Then Dick's gonna get to go. Everyone's gonna get to go again. We should be fine.
Keep going.
You're finished.
That's Fram Kempfer.
Take him down!
Get his strength down a bit. Well, that's gonna kill someone. Shara, no!
Die with honor.
OMG, the strength down. Ha 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 ha. Is that all you got, Dick? Turns out fascism doesn't win. Ooh. Ooh, yeah.
Right!
Cloak and dagger. Not super impressive. No! She's stunned, so we can't use her insta-heal. And Latira is gonna come after. We're gonna be fine. I trust. That's not great. That's not great. Chloe, you need to wake up. Yay. Shit. Chloe, you're too far away from everyone. No.
Now,
That doesn't actually heal everyone because you're too far away. Damn it.
heal these battered wings. Radiant blast.
Okay, heal this corner. Oh, we can't get them over there. Let's just keep focusing on the one. And we'll hope that Shara doesn't die. That might kill Shara. Yep, bye Shara.
Can't be.
Be gone.
Ouch, ouch. Ouch, ouch. Please don't kill Estelle. Game. That's gonna kill Estelle.
I'm sorry.
You're finished.
Okay. Get this off faster. God damn it. That might cost us the fight. You need a Tyrol.
Right.
Or give that to Josh and then die. That's not what I wanted to have happen.
Now,
I don't think this is gonna heal Estelle.
heavens, heal these battered wings.
If it does, it means we should have done it where we were standing before. We should have done it where we were standing before. Oh my gosh. That would have caught everyone. Well. Tyrol Estelle. Someone's gonna die. Is he's not strength downed anymore.
Die with honor.
Or not. Haha. Okay. You're all Josh.
We're good to go.
And then we're gonna send Chloe running to go get Shara up. We don't have any impede. That's fine. Okay. Reviving Balm on Shara. Now we hope Shara doesn't die before we get a chance to heal. I think the way we do that is we taunt the Photon Judge.
Come get me.
Haven't done that in a hot minute. It resisted. Remember what I was saying earlier about this just being a miserable fight because none of your kit works? There we are. Miserable fight, none of my kit works. Like, hello. It worked out there, but my ability to make the creature focus on me failed because gosh forbid that you have the ability to do cool things.
We're good to go.
We don't need the heal yet, so we'll hold on to it. Which means I need to be very careful not to just hit 3. And finish the judge. Now it's just us and Colonel Dick. Let's debilitate him.
Take him down.
Make him less of a threat for a bit. Everyone's not quite in the Heaven's Kiss range yet.
Think you're clever. Die with honor.
Ow.
Now. Light of the heavens, Radiant Flash!
I'm sorry, were you expecting that to do something, Dick?
This ought to perk you up.
Hey, guess what we can do now? Flicker you! Aw, he resists. That's annoying. Can we Heaven's Kiss everyone? Yes. Hopefully that moves us up high enough that we can get an extra attack. Nope. Unfortunate.
You're finished.
Who's messaging me? Oh, nothing important. I'll look at it later. Like, important, but not now important. Who are you failing to kill this time? Estelle!
Die with honor.
Hey, Colonel Richard. You want to get it with a stick? You know what? I think the correct answer here is debilitate you again.
Take him down!
Bow. And there's the less bullshit fight. That's fight 1 of 3 that I know of in this final boss chain. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the children of Colonel Cassius Pry. It appears you're too late. No. It's the light that shut down the mayor's artifact. It's the orbital shutdown phenomenon. All the orbments are turning off. It's a total orbital. It's a total orbital shutdown. I keep forgetting that I gave him that obnoxious voice, and I love it. Such a good voice. What was that? It's the orbital shutdown phenomenon. It's not like before. Feels like something was released. Warning. All personnel, warning. Wait. Can I do the TikTok girl voice? All personnel, warning. Huh? Things talking. First barrier on the sealed areola device has been confirmed as no longer operative. Confirmed gospel has been activated. Device towers have been enabled. Device towers have been enabled. I'm not good at doing that shitty TikTok voice. Whoa, what the hell's going on? The first barrier. The sealed areola device. What's this all about, Colonel? I don't know. I didn't expect. The first barrier has collapsed. Ring is emitting a very slight interference. Destruction of seal on Ring Guardians is confirmed. All personnel should evacuate the sealed area immediately. What are those freaky looking things? Stay on your toes, those are the Ring Guardians. This is really happening, isn't it? I can't believe that. Gate sealed. Horrible towers and system start completed. Eliminate target from words converted system Ring Guardian Reverie. Now resuming search for intruders. Okay, one of you can only be damaged by arts and the other only by attacks. I forget which one's which. You're the arts only. Attacks only. Aerostorm, you two. And then you're probably best to just keep on attacking. This was an interesting fight, I remember. Unlike the last one, and the next one especially, was just bullshit. But we'll see it when we get to it. Down. Cloak and dagger. Let's drop that heal.
Light of the heavens, heal these battered wings.
Radiant Flash. Woo! Lightning. Move out of the way.
You're finished.
That's gonna get two. That's gonna hurt two of them at least. Ah. I don't think it's gonna hit in time. Let's focus on Shadow Spearing you. I don't think we're near enough death for us to be too terribly concerned. That's unfortunate. Preparing to use arts. Anticept all. Aha.
Now,
It seems that that did not
heal these battered wings.
successfully
Radiant flash!
abort the arts from getting cast. That's a heal. Yep. So we're gonna have to end our arts run first.
Someone's been naughty.
Got a little whip action going on the one vulnerable to it.
You're finished.
There you are, so we can get off before the... Okay. I think this will still kill you before you get a chance to get healed.
This ends here.
Counteract that healing. That's one far step down. Um... That's gonna hurt. Oh, that's why we hit the like lick trace.
Radiant Flash!
Because Estelle couldn't get out of the way. And Estelle can get out of the way now. I'm gonna hurt Josh and Chloe, but they should be fine. Right, forceps. Get walloped a bunch. That should keep everyone safe from the ray. And let us keep focusing on just smacking as hard as we can. There's the guards.
This ends here.
And now it's time to just focus fire on you. Ouch. Jerk. Get debilitated.
Take him down!
Resisted. Darn. We can earth wall everyone. And get everyone except Shara out of the way. You wait. Well, Shara's gonna get hit.
Now!
Which aborts the earth wall, but that's fine. I think Shara can earth wall.
Radiant Flash!
Next person who can earth wall is gonna earth wall. That is not something Shara can do. Okay. Shara, Firebolt. You can't earth wall, so Gehenna. Estelle can earth wall. Earth wall. Naughty robot. Get whipped. Okay, everyone but Shara can get out of the way of this. So, everyone but Shara should get out of the way of this. And then we just need to guard Shara because everyone else is guarded already. Well, that's unfortunate. Although, everyone will get a chance to move in. So let's go ahead and do that. Move in. And now everyone gets a chance to move out. Your dick rays won't do shit to me, robot. Rawr. Eat the power of teenagers. The power of friendship. And a grown woman with a whip, apparently. Why won't it just drop already? Looks like it still has some power left. Watch out. Mode, Annihilation, Ring Guardian, Reverie. Now, resuming extermination activity. Okay. Let's get this up on everyone. Anti-aircraft canceller. Cancels everyone's arts.
You're finished.
Let's get that heal off.
Now. Light of the heavens, heal these battered wings. Radiant flash!
Okay. It is vital that we get Earthwall off. Now you have no weaknesses and so many hit points. Ugh. I think our best course of action, if I can, is to Heaven's Whip. Heaven's Whip everyone, yep. Get everyone up in the attack order.
Perk you up.
Get in there. Get CP armed. Don't like that. Really don't like that. Can we get Earthwall before it goes again? Yes. Josh will need to run over here. Josh, get over into all the AoE goodies. Lovely. Heal up. Hold on to that for an emergency. And a guard. I wet Gehenna both of these before they go off. Yes. Let's go ahead and do that. I think that'll end both of the ads. Well, that should end the ads. You know what? If you're doing that, that is good, actually. That's gonna go after... So you're gonna shut down whatever we do. Which means our best course of action is to Heaven's Kiss everyone up to par.
This ought to perk you up.
up. What are you going to get up to? A lot of that. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Hopefully that will do what I need it to do. Resist. I hate that! Isn't it great fun when your kit just doesn't work? Because I don't even understand why you would have a final boss be full of stuff that's going to be immune to stuff. Oh, and they heal it. Great. Love that. That's lovely for me. And see, if she goes, she's going to go after, so there's not much point in that. Any chance of just ending you? Nope. And this boss has instant kill abilities too, so I'm just like, eh. How lovely, what joy and fun this boss is. Bots that heal, the boss does insta-kill, large AoEs, and also, like, cancels any arts you do.
Finished.
This is great. It's a such a fun experience. I mean, it's not as bad as it was when I was sleepy and annoyed, but I am still annoyed. Oh, and you're gonna anti-aircraft everything. It looked like you went after, and now you're going before. Okay. Sure. Is there anything I can do to impede you? To change your path down? No? Well, there's no sense in waiting, because you're just an AA cancel. Okay, you're gonna be able to get something off. I picked the right thing. Okay, where are we standing HP-wise? Full. Okay, those back there are both almost dead. So since Ariel gets off before them, let's hit these two. think we can kill the Alpha Drone in one hit.
Been naughty.
Nope. Well, get into the middle. Frustrating. And I don't suppose we can nope, we can't guard before you go again. Do not stand in that. Bye, Estelle. We're almost certainly gonna die. Beginning cooldown for all parts. Defense down. Oh, hey. You want to have defense down? It's a horrendously grindy fight, yes. It's so grindy.
Light of the heavens, heal these battered wings. Radiant flash!
See, she'll go after, so I... Well, it says cooldown on all parts. Maybe, just maybe, I'm extremely lucky, and that means that you're not gonna end this. Death Rage. Oh, instead you're just gonna insta-kill. Okay. Bye, Shara. From full health to dead, instantly. Isn't that so fun? With no warning or anything? Oh, nope, and there she's dead again. Because... Now we all have to move instead of getting Shara back up. So much fun! Oh, cooldown for all parts. Is that actually going to do anything? Or is it just gonna have us chill for a moment and then you do everything exactly the same as usual? Because Seems like cooldown for all parts didn't really do much of anything before. Okay, well, now we can revive Shara. Check if we can Latera before. Nope. Okay. Tyrol, Shara.
We're good to go.
And then hope that we don't just see a Death Rage again. For an insta-kill, because that would suck. Okay, it's just the AoE.
You're finished.
Malfunction, beginning self-diagnosis. Right arm damaged. Anti-arts canceller jammed. Oh my gosh. That's what I want to hear. Let's everybody get healed up. If anti-arts canceller is jammed, then that means... it's time to start going all out here.
Heal these battered wings. Radiant flash.
It's a pity it's not the other one that got to go first and walk into the area of effect. Okay. And now... White Gehenna. You're new. We can get everyone in that arrow storm. Haha. And we can get everyone Earthwalled.
You're finished.
More ads. Well, we have full guard. And I think when there's full guard, that means drop a rock on it. I don't think we can get everything in one go, but we can try something like that. Oh no! Guard! This is where I want to be. Now I can just have someone make sure that we're fully guarded while everyone else lets loose with spells that hit ads and the boss. Anti-magic barrier. Arts guard. Oh no. That's gonna break the arts guard. Cooldown for all parts. Defense down. Well, I think instead of taking advantage of that, we are behooved to bring everyone in there. And get everyone as guarded up as we can. Oh, we can't double up this. And hers is gonna go off before that. Well, this is unfortunate. This Arrow Storm fires off first. I don't think it's going to kill the one that's casting an art, though. Ah. This will. Get that beta drone out of here before it causes problems. That I don't like. No! That's not what we wanted to have happen! Stupid thing. Chloe's the one who was gonna insta-heal everyone after the fight, after the attack. Dang it. Don't kill Chloe. Shit, this is gonna just kill them again. I don't suppose you are vulnerable to impede? Or resist? That might be a TPK right there.
I'm so sorry.
You have Chloe. That's fine. Eat an EP charge, EX yourself. Okay. Throw on an emergency earth wall. Gehenna these fools. Tierra. Craft guard. That's fine. Earth wall to the main party. Josh is out of line, but Josh should be fine. Heaven's kiss, everyone.
Perk you up.
Rake the craft. Guard. Earth Guard is not going to fire before them. Let's Earth Wall us then. Josh, you're just on your own. Annihilation. This is gonna hurt. Josh in particular. Josh, you're alive. You're getting cooldown. Defense down.
You're finished.
Get Black Fanged, idiot. Don't kill Josh. Anti-skill barrier's fine. Don't kill Josh. Not Josh. Okay, guard, Chloe, guard. Yes. Don't kill Josh. I had one request. Fool. Well, we're guarded up, so this is a bit of a waste, but we're guarded up. Okay, then you'll drop Annihilation and clear the guard. And then we'll bring the guard back up and get Josh up again. This is a doable fight. This is not fun. Again, this dungeon and final boss is the least fun I've had in this entire game. Down to 6 out of 20k, so we've got it down almost to a quarter of its health. You have Impede. It's too far away to impede. We really need to start moving people closer. Okay, let's get everyone a little bit closer. Please say we can get the guard up before it goes. No. Well, hopefully it's not going to destroy us. It's doing that again. Malfunction, beginning self-diagnosis. Or badly damaged, laser inoperative. Laser inoperative, eh? Neat.
Someone's been naughty.
Let's get Josh up, and hopefully it doesn't just kill Josh. Actually, I think we can fire off the big AoE heal as soon as Josh is up. And that'll enable it. I forgot that I can just do that. Okay.
Light of the heavens, heal these battered wings. Radiant flash!
Not Josh. We just got Josh up, you little prick. You could have picked someone else and it would have been fine, but you picked Josh. I hate that so frickin' much.
Not now.
We're good to go.
Okay, get Josh back up there all the way. Now Josh is back in the game. Don't kill Josh. That's fine. Okay. Josh, can you run in there and attack your way into the area? You can. You can get everyone but yourself. I want you to get into this area. Okay, please be able to get the guard off. No! Please don't knock us all away from each other. That's what I want to see. Excellent. Okay, now you're done for. Annihilation will clear the guard. We can just bring the guard right back on up. Beginning cooldown. Oh, phew. We weren't scattered too far. Then your annihilation will... Oh, you're resetting your annihilation? Ha ha ha! I think you're in trouble, honey. And by trouble, I mean... dead. Finally. That fight itself was like an hour long. And it wasn't too terrible, I think. I think now that I'm like this boss fight was better. It's just kind of 3 boss fights in a row. Woo. Huff, huff, huff. Did we beat it? Yeah, or at least none of the parts are moving anymore. The Ring Guardian. It seems like its goal was to destroy the facility, to destroy the seat of the Areola. When the Areola was sealed, it was sealed along with it. Disabled, but set to be reactivated if anyone tried to take the artifact. Maybe the ancients were in dispute over the Areola themselves. But where is it then? What? How's it still able to move? Another boss fight? Seriously? Okay. I can't move my body. Joshua! Estelle! Josh is still able to move. Colonel Dick! Huh? Not a chance. Colonel? I'll deal with this. Get out of here, now! But... you barely survived fighting this thing last time. Actually, I think we were pretty well off. Still ready for combat. I can buy you some time, at least. Whoa. He really did learn his techniques from Dad. What are you doing? Go, now! The sword broke. Ah! Colonel Dick! No! What should we do? Shut up and go! My fate was sealed when I lost my fight with you. No. Don't worry about it. My plan may have ended in failure. But if I can help you, perhaps that'll be repentance enough. Such a pity. If you think of this as a hopeless battle, it's exactly what it will be. Have you forgotten everything I have... this guy. It's been all game since I've done his voice. What is it? Have you forgotten everything I've taught you? Daddy! It can't be. Now, finish him off. Yeah, we're a little injured. We may as well. All out. Black Fang. I love that Dad gave us full CP.
Someone's been naughty.
And if Chloe had an offensive S-break, it would be done. But
Heal these battered wings.
we brought Chloe for the free heals.
Radiant flash.
Go! That's true. Ooh, we won that boss fight number 4? Question mark? Kind of glorified cutscene. We won.
Thank you for your help, everyone. Estelle, Joshua, I'm home. It's been quite a while.
Dad?
You've got a long way to go, but I can see your training's paid off. I suppose I'll give you a passing grade this time.
Enough. Don't give me that. What are you even doing here?
What? Maybe I just wanted to see the ending, huh?
What do you mean by ending? I see you're just as cheerful as ever, Dad.
Well, you look like you've gotten taller. Has looking after Estelle been as difficult as I think it has?
What's that supposed to mean? Depends on the day, really. To be fair, she looks out for me too. It balances out.
Oh, good. Sounds like it's been a worthwhile journey.
Master, it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Scheherazade. I assume you've been very busy in my absence.
Oh yes, sir. It's good training.
I expect no less of my star pupil. How would you rate Estelle and Joshua's progress?
I think they're ready to advance beyond the rank of apprentice. Though they might disagree, they seem to have this humble streak in them. Not quite sure where they get it. It's been quite a long time, Mr. Cassius.
Oh, yes, Your Highness. Roughly 6 months, I believe. I've heard of your improvement, but I'm glad to see you well.
Well, you can thank Estelle and company for coming to my rescue. By the way, Estelle and Joshua were in this year's play at the Royal Academy. Joshua makes a very gorgeous princess. You might have 2 daughters. I wish you could have been there to see it.
Oh, really? Well, I do wish I could have been there for that.
This isn't the time for chit-chat. I swear you just pop out of nowhere at just the right moment to make the most dramatic entrance you can. Well, it seems like everything's back to normal.
Professor! There you are. You're a bit late to the party, though, I'm afraid.
Well, after you went on ahead, we were surrounded by a horde of those mechanized monsters. They were throwing their donkey balls everywhere. It was disgusting. We managed to keep them at bay somehow or another, though, and here we are. In any case, it seems like all affairs have been set in order.
Yes. Much remains to be done, but this, at least, has been resolved.
But isn't the Intelligence Division's battalion getting close to the castle by now? No doubt, along with patrol ships. Dad, did you check out the situation on the surface before coming down here?
Yes, and you've no need to worry about that. General Morgan said he has the situation under control. With Cid's help, the craziness will be quelled in no time.
Oh, what? I see. So you took care of them on your way here, then?
So you're awake?
We placed General Morgan under strict observation. Cid couldn't risk defying us because we held his family hostage. Yet you freed both from our grasp.
I suppose I did. However, Richard, that's about all I've done. Even had I not returned, they would have been able to handle it themselves.
No, you're wrong. You're a hero. You left us. The military left all of us. What were we supposed to do? Didn't think we could survive another invasion. I had to find something else we could rely on. If you'd stayed in the service, it never would have come to this. Beautiful. Thank you, Daddy, for just walking over and decking Colonel Dick in the face.
Stop being such a child, Richard. You're the one who made the mistake of never letting go of delusions you had about me. For all your schemes, why could you never stand on your own 2 feet? I thought it'd be okay to retire. I thought I could leave the army in your care. Colonel, I'm not an icon to be hailed. A decade ago, you and General Morgan helped me, and we were victorious. But I'm no more than a man who's run away from reality without protecting the thing that was most important to me. Dad. I have no intention of running anymore. That's why I expect the same from you, Richard. I want you to think about this mess. Think about what you've done wrong and how you can atone. You'll have plenty of time, believe me.
And so the Intelligence Division's planned coup d'etat was thwarted. General Morgan and Major Sid organized the military authorities to keep the chaos to a minimum. And the conspirators in the Intelligence Division were arrested, one by one. 1 week later, the 60th anniversary of the Queen's birth. Party time! Yay! The kids are dancing! Everyone's gathered! It's the Queen and the Princess and everyone. That's Chloe! Looks a lot like Princess Josh, but it's Princess Chloe. Estelle and Joshua Bright. In honor of your recent work, the Gransel branch of the Bracer Guild has prepared you a letter of recommendation. Take it with our blessing. Yes, sir. Received payment for Areola. 12 BP, no Mira. Rank Junior Bracer First Class. Received recommendation. With this, you now have 5 such letters, I believe. Sir Cassius, if you will do the honors.
I will. Estelle and Joshua Bright, in accordance with the rules of the Guild, this qualifies you both to be full-fledged bracers. Present your letters of recommendation.
Yes, sir. By all means, please verify their authenticity. We hand over the letters of recommendation from Roland, from Bose, from Ruin, from Zeiss, and from Gransel.
I have now confirmed the authenticity of all 5 signatures. The final rank, Junior Bracer, rank 1. Never thought you'd come so far. Honestly, it's a little frightening. In Idios' name and by the seal of the Bracer Guild, you are both promoted to full-fledged bracers. Take your emblems, you two.
Yes, sir. Full-fledged bracer emblem. Yay! Clap, 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 clap. Congratulations!
Hey, those emblems look good on ya. I have to admit, you two did good. But just this once.
Thanks, everyone. Yeah, no, this entire adventure, we were trainees. We were junior bracers. And our main goal on this whole adventure was to go to each branch and get a recommendation to become full-fledged bracers. We were juniors. We were apprentices. Thanks, everyone. And we saved the kingdom of Liberal. We never would have reached this point without everyone's help.
Your true careers as bracers start now.
Well, if you... The entire story up until, like, the very end, they were kind of like, no, don't get involved in that. That's over your head. And we just kept getting involved because the jobs we were doing ended up tying in. And then when we get to the final end, they're like, okay, we'll go take care of this. And it's like, no, we're going to go rescue Chloe. Chloe's our friend. And they're like, you know what? You're basically at that level. We may as well just give you, go ahead, lead this. So you gotta start somewhere. And we did, and it worked out. But yeah, that was like basically we were basically the apprentice trainees given our first like proper task with, everyone backing us up. Like if we'd fucked it up, Shara was there and Big Ol' Bear was there, and they're both full-fledged racers. They could have taken over the lead.
Bear that in mind that your careers begin now.
I understand. We'll be even more dedicated. Now, I hate to break up such a happy occasion, but I'm afraid I have some unfortunate news I must tell all of you.
What is that?
Today marks the final day of Cassius Bright's membership in the Bracer Guild. He's going to be returning to active duty within the Royal Army. Huh? Really?
Since I've been away for so long, I feel bad bringing this up so suddenly. But the chaos that's resulted from the attempted coup must be quelled. The military needs major reorganization to deal with the damage the intelligence division caused. I plan to help out with that.
I get it! Since bracers can't be soldiers. Wait, did the higher ranks already know about this? Yeah, he already discussed it with us. It's discouraging, but we can never truly be independent if we always lean on the more experienced.
And hey, think of it as less competition. Now that Cassius is out, maybe you can take the top spot. Eventually.
Oh, you'll have to tell me more about your interpretation of the FF14 story. That makes you think of, like, trainees and such. Like, we're definitely over our head, but we're kind of also the chosen one. I suppose that's true. This means we're gonna be real busy, though.
What do you two new Well, you do have two new full-fledged bracers on hand now. You can work them like dogs instead of me.
Dad? I guess our lives are about to get pretty hectic, huh? Dad, can't you at least stay until the end of the birthday celebration?
I'm sorry, but there's a war council starting immediately. Colonel Richard may be in custody, but there's still plenty of his special ops cohorts at large.
That's true. In the first story, you are just the intern for the Seven Scions. You're right.
Captain Amalthea is also hiding somewhere in the underground ruins.
With the caveat, though, that the Scions are basically wiped out and they kind of don't have any options after, the event. But yeah. And they're sending you to fight the gods because of the Echo. But yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Amalthea is also hiding somewhere in the underground ruins. If that weren't enough, it looks like those sky bandits ran off in the confusion. You have to stay on guard so they don't cause any trouble during the festival.
Those guys are a constant pain in my ass. Estelle, you have just the worst ex-girlfriend. I love it. Either way, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Increased security is just for the peace of mind. The real issue is that we really don't know the significance of what happened underground. We can only guess what effect breaking the seal will have. What the purpose of the aureola is. That's a puzzle that absolutely must be solved.
I guess you're right. And it doesn't sound like Colonel Richard's memory can be trusted.
Yes. Just like Kurt, he seems to have missing memories. Even so, the search team was able to confirm one thing. We know where the Black Orbment came from.
Really?
We know who made it? Not quite, but we do know who's responsible for introducing it to the Intelligence Division. Commander of the Special Ops, 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence Belger.
That guy who completely hosed us and then leapt off the side of a building.
He gave it to Richard shortly after he was recruited for the Intelligence Division. And coincidentally, that would be about the same time Richard planned his coup. We need to find out everything about Lawrence that we can.
He always did seem strange. Guess we're lucky we actually got a good look at his face, huh? If you want, I can try drawing you a picture of him.
That would be appreciated. Have to admit, though, that I don't have the utmost faith in your artistic skills. Maybe I should ask Scheherazade or Her Majesty.
That's not nice. Estelle, you actually saw Lawrence's face? I didn't tell you? He took his helmet off when we fought in the terrace in the Royal Keep. He looked around 20, maybe a little older, with ash blonde hair. Shocked Josh face. The confetti. Oh my god, shocked Josh face over confetti. Da 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 da. You have broken Joshua's egg. Da 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 da. He had some seriously creepy eyes too, let me tell you. They were so cold, but it was like they were on fire at the same time. They told the queen, "You're hardly qualified to feel pity for me." Hardly qualified? Joshua?
Your eyes are looking a little creepy now too, Josh. Something on your mind? Why don't you let us handle the cleanup here and go have fun at the festival?
Okay, you're right. Awesome, let's go live it up! Alright, are we going to be sleeping at the castle tonight?
Yes, Her Majesty was kind enough to let me use 2 of the guest rooms in the eastern wing. Josh and I will be in one, you and Shara on the other.
Me and Shara? Together?
You don't like that setup? How about me and you in one room, Josh and Shara in the other? Just imagine all that time for you to fawn over me and wait on me and tell me how much you missed me while Shara ties Josh up and whips him relentlessly.
I'll bunk with Shara.
I suspected as much. Alright, I'll see you kids tonight.
You know, it wouldn't be a big deal for you to share a room with him. I mean, it has been a long time since you last saw him. Don't you have a lot of stuff about your mom you wanted to talk to him about? Yeah, but I don't much like the idea of you and Shara in the same room either. Huh? Nothing? Let's go look around. Town's decked out with some pretty cool festival-exclusive shops, you know. No, we certainly can't let those pass us by now, can we? If we get tired, there's a rest area in the East Block. And the stores, right? We should make that our last stop, then. Dan, how are things?
I was shocked when I found the intelligence division was behind the coup. They planned it all from right inside the castle. Well, I'm glad we were at least able to hold the birthday celebration.
Never believed Lieutenant Schwartz could be a terrorist. I'm just as convinced now that Colonel Richard couldn't possibly be behind the coup. I mean, facts are facts, but it just seems surreal to me. Like, how could a man like that fall so far? Thank you, Dad. You were vital for the security of the kingdom. Oh my gosh, it's everyone. Things are crazy for a while, but in the end I got to see my grandkid and Her Majesty. Thank the goddess. The princess was so very, very pretty. I saw her, it was like, aww. Can't believe something like that happened while I was standing right there. I mustn't let myself get so easily bothered. The climax of our trip is just around the corner. I was going to propose to my girlfriend out in front of the castle gates. And suddenly the gates opened and a bunch of royal guardsmen and bracers flew past us. I thought they'd come to stop me from proposing or something. Yeah, it's silly, I know. Lost my nerve though and still haven't said anything to her. Her Majesty's illness was all some kind of lie? Dubious though it might be, I'm thankful to hear she's alright. I was worried about her. Maybe I'll just head into town. Ought to be pretty wild right now. Woohoo! Wild times in town.
Put my wallet in my belt so it wouldn't get stolen. Now I can't find it. Where'd it go?
Daddy, I want a drink. The bracers who won the tournament were the same ones who stopped the coup. How amazing is that? Yeah, we are pretty amazing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was right at the corner. I saw the girl who looked just like Princess Claudia. I wonder if it really was her. Oh, come now. Princess was only just standing on the castle terrace. How could she have changed clothes and gotten all the way here in such a short time? Chloe, where are you? Good point. I withdraw my observation. Still, you don't see too many students in their uniforms away from school. Chloe. Okay, Chloe, are you here? Are you like here? Chloe, join us. Run around with us, Chloe. Aww. Is that why I hate going places with you, Daddy?
Here we go. Say, Fuzzy Pickles. You don't have to stay here. A picture and a trip to the toilet's memory enough. Free, too.
Such beautiful buildings. They all have this such architectural and historical flair to them. Certain humble simplicity. Great contrast to the Republic. Best present ever. Hotel Run. It's everyone! Estelle, Joshua, Jill! Jill? Long time no see. I heard about your adventures from Chloe. It sounds like you've been busy. Ruby Knight Julius, indeed. Hey, Joshua. Hans, what brings you here? What brings me here? What brings me here? All this time and that's the first question out of your mouth? Do you know how lonely all my nights have been without you? Do you? I'll never forget you, Josh. I came running all this way to the capital to see you, but where's the princess outfit? Still the same as ever, I see. Damn straight, Bliskay. Looks like you've been through a lot. You seem full of energy as all ever, thankfully. Next time you're in Ruin, be sure to stop by the school, okay? Estelle, Josh. Oh, Chloe, there you are. I heard Jill and Han were here. So I sneaked out of the castle and came to see them. You sure do know how to act unprincessy. But of course. And I wanted to thank you too. You've been nothing but helpful at every turn. It's totally all you. We learned to pull punch just from being around you. Taught us all about kindness and courtesy and strength of spirit and, you know, all that other junk. Not that it's actually junk. I'm bad at this. What I'm trying to say is, that's what friends do. So believe me, no thanks are necessary. Estelle, I'm so glad to see you again.
It's nice to see you. It's been a long time. Jill and Hans have come to the capital as school representatives.
Yay! Where do we need to go? We need to check Professor Scotland. Wait, is this not? This isn't it. This is just someone's house. Never mind. I wanted to say hi to Professor Scotland. That's in the East Block. We'll go to the East Block last. West Block. We have to go everywhere and say hi to everyone. Church, Ward.
Incredible, even the regular neighborhoods are posh.
So glad the birthday celebration went off without a hitch. This is the Grand Cathedral. Estelle, Joshua, how goes it? Hey, Julia, fancy meeting you here. The Archbishop was kind to me when I took asylum here. I wanted to thank him and keep him up to date on the current situation as well. That makes sense. And I wanted to thank the both of you, too. You're the reason we were able to save Her Majesty and the Princess. If you hadn't been there, well, at any rate, you have our sincerest gratitude. Oh, don't thank us. It's just a group effort. Give a little, get a little, you know? Besides, we wanted to rescue Her Majesty as much as you did. So it's win-win. Her Majesty's safe and everybody's happy. I suppose that's true. But thank you, nonetheless. It was such a joy to see so many smiling faces. May they all be blessed. Yay! Praise Aidios! After all that's happened, I'm glad the town's gone back to its former peace. The will of Aidios we praise. Praise Aidios! Now, adios, Aidios, we have to go visit the Liberal News. Ugh, there's bits of paper in my cup. There's confetti in the cup. We're lucky we found these empty seats. I guess that's why it's empty. Professor! Dear me, I'm much too old to be living on the lam. Were you okay being left on your own with Agate? Absolutely fine. He's very courteous and mindful of my needs. Even made sure to plan our daily routines so as to not wear me down too much. I haven't had any complaints about Agate at all. Oh. He's no Cassius, of course, but I'm still grateful to him. Tita! Hugs and kisses. Estelle, Josh. Whoa, Tita, you look happy. Grandpa promised me we could have ice cream. Ooh, ice cream. Ice cream is good. You bet it is. I asked Agate to come too, but he said he didn't want to. Agate eating ice cream? I'd pay good money to see that. I bet he'd like it if he tried it, though. Ugh. Tita. It's been a long time since we've had a story this juicy. Bracers and the Royal Guard storming Grancel Castle. It's great for tourism. No wonder the birthday celebration's more packed than before. Ooh, can we get a copy of the Liberal News ahead of time, huh? Dorothy! Yay! It's Estelle and Joshua! You know, Niall was telling me something interesting. He said the story's gonna win us the Pulitzer Prize. Get it? Legally distinct Pulitzer. The what now? Don't you mean the Shh. You want to get sued? The Pulitzer is an annual award presented to the very best examples of journalism, literature, and music. It's a legally distinct entity for which there's no higher honor for any reporter. Good for you then, I guess. It's actually all thanks to you two. You're my whole story. Oh, what? Shocked when I heard Colonel Richard tried to stage a coup. Glad it was stopped before it started. All thanks to the Royal Guard and the Bracers. A Pulitzer Prize. Niall.
Josh, Estelle. Great job. Our special coup edition's been flying off the stands. There's a ton of buzz right now about your little stunt. Sorry I couldn't get you guys some fame from it. Guild made me withhold your names. Biggest scoop of my career, you guys. You did real good.
Yay, can we have a copy?
Special edition covering Colonel Richard's coup d'etat has generated a whole lot of buzz. Already outsold our Mayor Dalmore and Colonel Richard editions combined twice over. Such a huge incident, everyone feels they have to write in about it. We're swimming in mail.
Okay, but can I have a free copy? Can I have a free copy of the newspaper that's about me? No. Meanies. At least give us a free copy of the Liberal News about us. Where? What's up? Not only the event has begun as the big... Sales! Let's go sell shit! Yeah! Woo! Sales! There's the kids. Lesbians! Hello, Mayor. I was maybe planning on going home early, but I guess that didn't happen. Well, you had a lot to discuss, I'm sure. Indeed. Headmaster Collins has actually suggested we start a committee for royal ascendancy. There's a lot of mess with that coup, and the damage to our public image is quite big. We're going to have to start working more in concert with the other countries. Sounds to me like you're in for some busy times. All the more reason to kick back and relax tonight, though. Leave a walk to the cathedral for some prayers in order. I come to think of it, the first time I met you was on the day when you were skipping church. All the more reason to go now. I'm sure Idios can forgive me for a little infraction like that, right? What do you say? With conferences day in, day out, Her Highness must be a very busy woman. If Her Highness really wants to relax, she needs to get as far away as she can. I hear Bose is quite nice this time of year. Oh, Lily, you just want to go home where you can be in Lesbians with the mayor and not worry about things. I understand. Hey! We've nothing new to buy here. Goodbye. Come on, where is... Oh, we can go to the bar. Where's that ice cream shop? Hey, there's some people in the bar.
Hey, you two.
Zin. So what's your next move? Back to the Republic?
I'm in no rush. Doesn't seem to be any crisis in the Republic so bad I have to be there for it. Besides, this country's full of fine opponents from your Bracer Guild. As long as I'm here, it would be a waste to leave without testing my mettle a bit more.
Fine opponents? Who'd you have in mind?
For starters, you got Agate, the so-called Heavy Blade, not to mention your Silver Streak Scheherazade. Who could forget the champions of this year's martial arts competition? Perhaps the strongest of them all.
Aw, Zin, that's so sweet. But I don't think it means I'll go any easier on you. And don't you hold back on us. It is on, man. She doesn't speak for both of us. Feel free to hold back if you'd like. In fact, I might even prefer it.
Martial arts tournament. Could be a good opportunity to hone my skills. And if Zin the Immovable made an appearance there.
Oh, why don't you try to get in next year, Agate?
Maybe. Might be nice. It's become such a circus. I don't like doing tricks for a crowd.
Or whatever floats your boat, bitch. Kurt! You did a remarkable job. Based on your performance, I'd say you're already fine, full-fledged bracers. But never forget, these are only the first steps in your career. Thank you, sir. So, Kurt, you feeling any better? I'm fine. Just fine. I remember just about everything except the identity of the bastard who erased my memories. That's the only missing piece. Grr. We'll find him, Kurt, and we'll beat his ass for you. Welcome back, brave heroes. Grant, you were amazing. Better than any other junior bracers I've met, for damn sure. Yay, us! Couldn't have done it without everyone's help, though. I mean, my dad ended up saving my butt in there, but so I'm not exactly solo heroine material. You're something else. Guess this makes us partners. Yay, Grant. Here's to us. Yay, us. I really want to get a copy of the Liberal News. Racers Guild we should go to. Fishing Guild.
The world's going by too fast for me nowadays. I just want to slow it down and fish at Valeria's shore. The best fishing gear is that which represents engineering efficiency and elegance. Sort of gear I'd want to own even if I never fished at all for its sheer beauty.
Yesterday I met a rather charming woman. Happily inducted her into our growing cult, society. I swear, I've never seen a newbie handle a fishing pole quite so well before. The Fisherman's Guild is a cult? Oh no. Guild. There are no requests. If it's Estelle and Josh, we don't have any new assignments today. Feel free to go on and enjoy your date. Date? Who's on a date? We're so not dating yet. Yet? At all. I mean, at all. The Royal Army will be at force during the festivities, but the other races should be around as well. Check out the bars, shops, and inns. You'll be sure to find them. Josh is like, what do you mean, yet? We're brother and sister. Sounds like, I'm not thinking about incest. I haven't been thinking about incest for half this game. What are you talking about? No, you're horny, not me. Be quiet. Okay. It's time to go to the East Block. Wow, look at the size of this crowd. Because it's warm out today. Anyone selling ice cream is sure to make a ton of Mira. You know, looking at this kind of makes me want to eat everything they got. Which reminds me, I made you a promise. What promise? When you dressed up as maids in the castle, you were all sulky and pouty. I said I'd buy you some ice cream. Why do you remember the most trivial things? And as I recall, I made you a promise in that rest area. Yeah, I guess you did. I'm going to wait for the day to settle down a little bit first. Huh? We can walk around some more and go to the rest area behind the stores. And then I'll buy you some ice cream. Okay? Okay. Okay. This is Professor Scotland. Right. History Museum! Is Professor Scotland in? I want to go say hi to the professor. He's going to be over here, right? It's lively outside. After I finish work, I might go out and get a bit lively myself. Oh ho ho! Oh, Professor Scotland's not in. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled for him. It's very distinctive, you know, with his slicked back hair and glasses. Leave it to the Queen's birthday celebrations to bring out crazies, weirdos, and heroes. This is a small faction of the people you find in the Empire's capital city. Crazy, isn't it? Can't imagine so many people milling about every single day. How can a city like that even function? Olivier, who wanted to say hi? Nothing crazy going on there. Let's go shopping! Hi. Do you have the new issue of the news? Yes! Liberal news! Special edition. SC-12012 Intel's coup d'etat plot thwarted. Yesterday at noon, a group composed mostly of bracers and members of the Royal Guard stormed Grancel Castle. After rescuing Her Majesty, who had been placed under house arrest by the Intelligence Division, said group suppressed the Special Operations Unit of that division, liberating the Royal Castle. Intelligence Division Commanding Officer Colonel Richard, as well as other high-ranking officers involved, were placed under arrest and charged with attempting to incite a coup d'etat. In this issue, I will make a full account of the hidden truth behind this string of incidents. I'm sure there are many who are dumbfounded by the headings printed in this issue. Until now, the magazine has withheld publishing information concerning major events surrounding the occupation of the Royal Castle, placement of Her Majesty under house arrest, and other such circumstances in an endeavor to uncover the Intelligence Division's dark conspiracy. The Liberal News apologizes for abrupt coverage and, in addition, asks readers to understand our decision in this matter. Alan Richards' plan. Young founder of the Intelligence Division, behind his humble facade, there lurked a calculating schemer enacting a carefully planned coup d'etat. Richard's plan began through the utilization of the Intelligence Division as a personal recruitment tool to amass a group of senior military officials mired in corruption and illicit affairs. These actions allowed Richard to hold the heart of the Royal Army in the palm of his hand. For a time, at least, General Morgan and other such incorruptible figures of importance were forcibly bound, imprisoned, or otherwise restrained. The soldiers in blue uniforms were the perfect imitative deception with which to frame the Royal Guards. The goal of the incident itself was to secure certain test equipment and abduct Professor Russell, the leading specialist in ornament research, but the background surrounding this event is still under investigation by the Bracer Guild. After gaining control over a large majority of the army, Richard set his coup d'etat in motion. Placing Her Majesty's nephew, Duke Dunin van Auslis, on the throne in her stead, Richard assumed control over the royal family from the shadows. His plan was to press Her Majesty to abdicate the throne by taking Her Highness, Princess Claudia, hostage. But the Royal Guard, led by First Lieutenant Schwartz, saw right through the machinations. A fierce battle ensued between the Special Operations Unit and the Royal Guard over Her Highness, the Princess. Being outnumbered, the Royal Guard's stand ended in a defeat, and Princess Claudia was taken captive. Following the incident, members of the Royal Guard were branded as terrorists, and the unit was driven underground. With nothing standing in Richard's way, the success of his coup d'etat was a matter of time. Amidst the chaos, an unheralded ray of light shone upon the scene. Certain few individuals infiltrated the castle and slipped past security of the Special Operations Unit. They succeeded in meeting with Her Majesty the Queen, who was under house arrest at the time. I've refrained from writing these individuals' names in deference to the Bracer Guild's request, but suffice to say the guild itself, which had been in the dark due to regulations sanctioned by the Intelligence Division, was for the first time able to grasp the direness of the situation, thanks to information acquired by these nameless heroes. After being apprised by of the chain of events, the Bracer Guild became a central force of opposition to the Intelligence Division. The Bracers Guild rendezvoused with the estranged Royal Guard and set about liberating the Arab Royal Villa through a joint operation under the Veil of Night, and beginning with Her Highness Princess Claudia, succeeded in rescuing the hostages. Then yesterday, using the tolling noon bell of the Grancel Cathedral as a cue, the rescue team, primarily made up of bracers and members of the Royal Guard, pressed forward with a plan to storm the castle in a three-pronged attack from air, land, and underground. As rangers of the Royal Army under the command of the Intelligence Division fell on the liberating group, a deadly battle with Special Operations units erupted within the halls of Grancel Castle and spread to the lower levels. The struggle came to an end with the safe rescue of Her Majesty Queen Alicia. At roughly the same time, a unit of the Royal Army that had come within sight of this castle ceased its advance after being persuaded to lay down arms by General Morgan, who escaped from captivity and rushed to the royal city. The coup d'etat, which had been crafted by Richard and the Intelligence Division, had been, without a doubt, thwarted at the narrow brink of no return. As is evident from the information presented in this article, the ambitions of the Intelligence Division were not shattered by the strength of a lone hero, but the combined courage of a host of unnamed individuals, who in the end wielded the strength necessary to bring down the curtains on this intricate scheme. It has been rumored that a number of civilians stood shoulder to shoulder with the ranks of the Royal Guard and Bracers in this endeavor. During this final struggle, the forces gathered on the Liberator side were in fact put in a situation that many would agree was insufficient in terms of strength to combat the foe, but it was the courage of these civilians that compensated for this deficiency.
As a reporter caught in the midst, I was also one of the individuals who found themselves born in this incredible energy. Among those who gave me strength to carry on were 2 junior bracers in particular, to whom I owe a special debt of gratitude, for without them, penning these articles would have been an impossibility. As we come to the end of the tumultuous events, I'm once again overcome with feelings of reverence and thankfulness. The 2 individuals of whom I've spoken are scheduled to be awarded with their long-awaited status by the Bracer Guild at any moment. Please forgive me my use of the following space for a personal message in consideration of the heroes who saved Liberal Kingdom. My hardest congratulations to both of you, and if you're ever in the mood for curry, it's on me. N. Society, Royal Guard reinstated. The Royal Guard, which had been branded as terrorists and forced underground, has had its honor restored. The Army Strategic Operations Headquarters decided today the Royal Guard will be officially reinstated, and it's expected First Lieutenant Schwartz and all her fellow officers will be returning to their former unit. The coup d'etat was carried out by a provision of the military that should have served the protective shield of the public. The Royal Army itself, unable to forestall this serious incident despite the threat posed to this nation, will refocus its prime objective on restructuring and reorganizing in order to prevent future such tragedies. To head this movement, the Royal Assembly has already proposed the leadership be awarded to General Morgan. That fucking asshole. Oh, we love him, but we hate him. The Royal Army has shown signs it will comply with his demands, and Morgan is expected to exceed the office of Commander of Strategic Operations. In addition, it was announced former Colonel Cassius Bright, who acted as the General's right hand during the 100 Days War, will be making a return as adjunct to the commander. The former colonel had, after the war, resigned from his post and transferred his considerable talents to the Bracer Guild. Mystery at the Tetracyclic Towers. Yesterday afternoon, numerous reports came in from all over the kingdom of witness to a mysterious light. It said a beam of light shone from the tops of the Tetracyclic Towers. We're presently awaiting investigation into this matter, as no further details are known at this time. Bam. That's us. We're the heroes. My gosh. Hey, girls. What are we shopping? Annalise. Why so serious? It's just, this is the first time I've had a chance to work with you like this. But you two really do a nice job of covering one another, if you know what I mean. We are around each other a lot, so we got pretty used to each other's styles, I guess. Hello, anyone home up there? Read between the lines, you doofus. Guess I gotta come right out and say it. Leans in close and whispers into Estelle's ears. I think you make a very cute couple. Don't be embarrassed. It's plain to see with the way you look at each other. I'm jealous. I mean, I'd kill for a cutie like him. Is something wrong, ladies? Okay, sure. Everyone's on board the incest train. Well, hello there. What you doing, Chera? Shopping with colleagues. Been a long overdue for a nice shopping trip, after all. Don't get much of a chance these days. When I was little, I remember you used to take us shopping all the time. It was fun. That's right. When your dad was gone, the 3 of us used to go out all the time. No, once we get back to Roland, why don't we have a little shopping together for old time's sake? I'll buy you an outfit as a congratulatory gift. Really? I'd love to. It's a date then. I get to have, Estelle gets to have a date with Chera. I usually don't shop in places like this. Scheherazade and Annalise wouldn't stop going on and on about it though, so I had to check it out. I haven't seen Olivier at all. Olivier. Well, sucks to be Olivier. Oh, we finally made it to the rest area. I'm pretty tired. I want to sit down and take a break for a bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and rest for a bit.
Walking all over the place like that can really take it out of you. Glad we can get off our feet for a minute then. For a moment at least, Grancel seems like it's genuinely at peace. You really think so? I'm just glad we can leave it all up to Dad and everyone else, at least for today. Of course, I really think it should be his responsibility to begin with, since he showed up so late. Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe it's just part of his nature. I don't know, it's not like we can do anything about it. But check us out, we're actually full bracers now. Which means we're not beholden to any specific branch and we can go wherever we want. Anytime a branch is short-handed with requests, we'll just take an airliner to get there. And our newfound freedom will also mean greater responsibilities. Sure, but I think we'll be able to handle it. I mean, hey, we actually played a major part in stopping a coup. It means I'll never have to hear Dad go on again about how it worries him when you're not around to keep an eye on me. Yeah, I think his days of saying that are at an end. You really showed him what you can do. I think I'd like to stay... Still, I think I'd like to stay with you from now on. Huh? Would I just get on your nerves? Oh, no, nothing like that. But what do you mean by stay with me? It's that we know each other so well and we can practically read each other's minds. I think we make a good team, and I'd hate to break it up. Oh, you mean, like, for bracer business? Here I was thinking you were gonna, like, tell me your big confession or something. What? Nothing, forget I said anything. So, what was that all? Oh, it sure is hot out today, huh? And there's nothing to beat hot weather like ice cream, huh? My treat, just like I promised. You wait right there. Bye. Bye, Estelle. Oh. I don't think the ice cream stands that way. I wonder if she... Nah, there's no way. But I do envy your youth sometimes. Professor Scotland! Yay! The two people I was upset about not seeing were you and Olivier. Professor Alba. Oh, hey, it's been a long time since we last met, hasn't it? So much has happened lately. Things are finally settling down again. People truly thrive in the most peaceful times. Oh, is something the matter? You look a bit pale. I'd have thought you'd generally be in better spirits now that you've attained senior bracer status. Oh, speaking of which, I truly must congratulate you on your success. So long as, of course, I'm not being too forward overly in doing so. Ever since we first met, you've always made me really uncomfortable. I'm a little more used to you now. I still get the shakes a little bit whenever you look at me. Oh? And in all the cases we've dealt with, there have been people who just forget things. You're always there investigating no matter where we've gone. Timing's almost a little too good. What really clued me in was Kurtz's reaction. He lost his memories too. He said he wasn't feeling so well when he was in the stands. And you were right there with him. Oh no. Professor Scotland, no. No. Professor Alba. Was it you? I don't like the change in point of face that Professor Alba just had. Impressive. Even with your cognizance and recollection being puppeted, you were still able to piece it all together. Indeed, 'twas I. Allow me to clear away your confusion. Uh-oh. That's... Uh-oh. You're... Ah... So you finally remember me, do you? When your heart was in tatters, it was I who rebuilt it. I who restored it. It was I who poured a soul back into that empty vessel. With the power to twist the minds and memories of men. The 7 snake apostles. The Angui. You're one of them. Weissman. The faceless. Ah... I've not heard that name past your lips in ages. Enforcer number 13? The Black Fang Joshua Astray. It's a German name, yes. The Black Fang, such a Joshua Astray. You behind it, which means Lieutenant Lawrence has to be. Oh, it's as you surmise. I was kind enough not to erase your memories of him. I'm not surprised you were able to make the connection so quickly. I'm just going to keep the bad Scottish going. I'm sure he'd be pleased to know you're thinking of him. So, you're here to finish me off? Oh no, nothing of the sort. The first phase of our plan went off without a hitch. Since I have a moment to spare, I simply thought I'd come to see you. First phase? The seal in the ruins. The gate which blocks the path to the ring. Wrenching it open was but the first step of many, and already there exists no means of closing it again. I knew this wouldn't be the end of it. What the hell is this shining ring? What is the areola? What's your little society after? Oh, if you really wish to know, why don't you rejoin? I'm certain you'd be able to return to active duty in no time. You needn't look so glum. I can get you back in fighting form. Oh, please, spare me your withering looks. I do understand you have a family now whom you regard as important. You greatly admire your father, to say nothing of that girl you adore. Even with him on our side, throwing those gifts away would be the actions of an idiot. And so I've come here to see you. I came to offer you true freedom from our association, as thanks for the integral role you so perfectly played. Which means I must congratulate you, Joshua. You are already a free man. I am most grateful for the work you've done over the past 5 years. What? Oh, don't be so boring. I was expecting a bit more cheer out of you after hearing such news. Perhaps there's a flaw in the design of your emotions. I've been helping you? What kind of bullshit are you expecting me to swallow? Oh, pardon me, I completely forgot to tell you. I never intended you to be an assassin, but rather a spy. What? Society abandoned you. We played on the pities of a noble-hearted man, and it worked. You were given a loving home. And while you were there, our contacts would check in on you from time to time, and you would tell them everything. We were particularly interested in your reports on the movements of the Bracer Guild, and your intel on Cassius Bright. But of course, you wouldn't remember having done such things as that. You were not yourself at the time. Oh, poor Joshua. Cassius Bright, S-ranked Bracer. He was the foremost impediment to the success of this plan. We felt certain he'd be quick to act in order to stop any coup d'etat that should occur. But through a detailed analysis of his behavioral patterns, we devised a plan that would lead him out of the country, and out of our way. The intel you've unknowingly been feeding us was most useful indeed. No. And so I must thank you again. Past 5 years have been an inestimable help. You're lying. You have to be lying. All the time, I spent with Estelle. Oh, why are you so sad? Has your feigned ignorance not earned you a beloved family, as well as a happy home? If you say nothing, they'll never know. It is the sort of thing that might weigh heavily on a fella. Since your fellow members of the Bright household are such good people, perhaps it's a little too good for a monster such as yourself. Oh, never mind. However much you may model your behavior after a normal, decent person, you are no such thing. You must surely have noticed your ability to reason through and execute a solution to a problem, no matter the circumstances. Your physical strength and reflexes, better than an entire squadron of normal soldiers. You're my greatest creation, my human weapon. That is who and what you truly are. The Black Fang.
You have you have no place in the lives of normal people. You'll never be happy in their presence again. You can't be. When it becomes too much for you, you're always welcome to return to the Grandmaster's Society of Souls, back to Ouroboros. God damn it, I liked Professor Scotland and he's a fucking villain. No. Professor Scotland fucking betrayed me. Worst game ever. 0 out of 10. I want a refund. Oh, poor Josh. Pat. Is this my punishment? My sister and Lo? What do I do? Oh, I don't think he means Estelle. I think he means someone else. Oh, it's Estelle and ice cream. I don't know how to face him after all that. Like I've been waiting for way too long. It's getting late, too. Such an idiot. I need to learn to think before I open my mouth. I wonder if Josh has figured me out. Gotta cool down. I feel like I'm stuck in perma-blush mode. Oh, Estelle! I thought I might have found you around here somewhere. Professor Scotland, don't you dare do anything to Estelle. Professor Alba! Fancy seeing you here. Indeed. I was actually just speaking with Joshua. Congratulations on your promotion to senior bracers. Hey, thanks. Oh, is something wrong? I don't know. Something just seems different about you. What's got you looking so cheerful? Oh, okay. You've got me. Tell you the truth, I made several major advances in my archaeological research. You might say it's put me in a good mood. Oh, hey, that's awesome. Oh, sorry. The ice cream's gonna melt, so I'd better be going. I'll see you later. I see. Cassius Bright's daughter. I think she's gonna be quite a lot of fun. Sorry it took so long. It was super crowded there, but I've returned with our valuable loot. Oh, cool, thanks. Now we can eat like kings. Oh no, Josh is in lying mode. Yeah. So about earlier. Yeah, I want to apologize. I didn't mean to be so vague. It wasn't an appropriate time for confessions, you know. Oh, sure. I don't really mind so much. Well, when it gave me some more thought, it seemed kind of silly to try to rush things. We may be senior bracers now, but that just means we have a lot of different work to focus on. We might have to really consider our future prospects. Right. If we get married, we'll have to think about raising children. And now Estelle's thinking about the way that children are made. And thinking about doing that with Josh. And now she's thinking about doing that with Josh. In the princess dress? I gotta stop getting so far ahead of myself. Well, it's evening already. Why don't we eat our ice cream on the way back? Everyone's probably already waiting for us. Hey, Josh? What is it? You have something you wanted to discuss about the future? No, what would give you that idea? Come on, let's get back to the castle. No, Estelle. Professor Scotland, no. Estelle is so horny she's pacing. What's wrong, Estelle? You've been on edge for a while now. Something on your mind? Yeah. Hey, Shara. Do you think Josh was acting weird at dinner? Huh? If anyone was acting weird, I'd say it was you. He's calm as he ever is. Yeah, well, but... Aha, I see, I get it. Get what? You can't keep secrets from me. I had a feeling about it, but I was wondering if you'd ever admit it to yourself. You're kind of falling for Josh, aren't ya?
You can tell? It's pretty obvious. Sorry, hon. But I'm guessing you haven't told him anything about this. No. Josh was always picking on me, telling me what a dope I am. Not that I should be criticizing anyone, I guess. You're so naive. It's a wonder you've lasted this long. You need to learn to look a little deeper. Big sister's ready to begin your education in love, Estelle. I'm never asking you for advice again. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I don't mean to tease, but you set out just when puberty was about to hit. It's only logical you'd start picking up on feelings for each other. Oh, you think so? Traveling together just seems like a petty reason for that kind of thing. I guess I've gotten a little more self-aware since we started all this. And, you know, there was the lesbian threesome with Jill and Chloe at the Royal Academy. And I just can't... This isn't like me at all. You're the proverbial flower that refuses to blossom. What was that about a lesbian threesome at the Royal Academy? Well, every girl feels that way. Jera, I don't want to lecture you or talk about this with you if you're not ready. But if you are, then what say we have ourselves some girl talk, huh? Would help if I told your fortune. Yeah, okay. I promise I'll listen to whatever you say. Okay. Right, time for your lesson, my protege. Oh, Estelle, big sister's moved to tears. On second thought, never mind. But thank you, I do feel a little better. I'm gonna go see Josh for a bit. Oh? Gonna tell him? Well, not about that. There really does seem to be something weird going on with him, though. I want to see what that is about first. Aw. Well, you seem to know him better than anyone else. I'm sure everything will turn out fine between you two. Maybe you can even have a nice, calm discussion with him and be open about what's on your mind. I don't think I'm quite that ready yet. Okay, see you later. Young love. They'll probably be fine. Oh, they're not here. Oh, yeah, Dad's still in some meeting, I think. Where's Josh? It's Josh's harmonica. He's out playing somewhere then. Oh my gosh, he's gonna be up. It's up here on the terrace. Oh my gosh. Of course it's on the terrace. This is such a good map. They had to use it again. Hey, Estelle. Nice night, isn't it? Yeah. There's that song again. The Whereabouts of Light. I've lost a lot. This song and harmonica have always been with me. I've been thinking about why I play it. Oh? Maybe it's a habit I should quit. I think I want to tell you what I was doing before I met you. Josh? Okay. It may take a while. Do you mind? Not at all. I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Thank you. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy all by himself. He was the timid sort, relying on the kindness of others without a single redeeming trait. But he had people he cared about with him, so he was happy. But one day something happened that broke his heart. He forgot how to speak, to feel, to eat. All he could do was play his harmonica. No matter how hard his caretaker tried, nothing helped his heart to mend, and he grew weaker by the day. One day, a wandering magician appeared before the boy. "I'll heal the boy's heart for you," he said. "Provided, of course, I'm compensated." And so the boy was given to the magician's care. As he attempted to pierce the broken heart back together, the magician found he could shape the boy's existence into anything he wished. And so the boy's new heart became that of a murderer. For 2 years, the boy killed every single day. Under cover of night, he murdered dozens of soldiers. He slit the throat of a national cabinet minister who was under heavily armed guard. Sometimes he used explosives which maimed and killed innocent bystanders. At some point, he became regarded as something more than a mere killer. He was known as the Black Fang, and the name struck fear into the hearts of men. One day, the magician gave the boy an assassination order. The target was a hero, a man who protected his queen and nation from the threat of an invading northern country. He was a bracer who held a special rank shared only by 3 others in the entire land. But that target was too strong. He defeated the boy with all the ease of a tiger swatting a playful cub. At that moment, some of the magician's servants showed up. Since the boy's face had been seen, he was a loose end to be tied up. But someone came to his aid and drove the attackers away. It was the man he'd come to kill. And so the boy was taken to that man's house, where he met a young girl. And he lived there for 5 years, feeling like he was lost in a wonderful dream. In the real world, he would never be allowed to have such dreams. But all dreams must end at some point. The time was drawing near when reality could be avoided no longer. And that's the end of my story. Thank you for being patient with me and listening. Was all that real? Every syllable. My heart's broken. My hands will always be stained with blood. I failed in the assassination of your father. I've been betraying you for a long time. The boy can't be saved from his real purpose. His presence alone seems to bring disaster and misery. Well, maybe the boy should be gotten rid of and made into the girl. Problem solved. He's just tainted. But the boy set out on a journey, in hopes he may keep his misfortunes from the ones he holds dear. He'll find and stop the foul magician who created the life he's led. What? That's the last remnant of my human heart. I won't be needing it anymore. I want you to take it. It's hardly an adequate way to thank you for the last 5 years. But I can't think of anything better. Stop it. Huh? I said stop it. Stop talking about it like it's a dream. Make it sound like nothing that's happened was real to you. What difference does the past make? Your heart's broken? What does that even mean? Estelle. Look at me. Look into my eyes. They've always seen that boy. In good times and in bad. No matter how much the boy was hurting, I always saw how hard he'd keep holding on. Joshua, I love you. You can't just leave me on my own. My feelings won't just go away when you do. I won't let you. Estelle? Huh? Did Josh just kiss Estelle? Joshua. Oh, what was that? It's so bitter. It's a fast-acting sedative. Oh no, the face change again! Oh no! Don't worry, there are no side effects. Oh. Why? Why did you? My Estelle, you shine like the sun. My time with you is the happiest and most painful I've ever known. Just as the brightest light casts the darkest shadow, if you stayed with me, you'd find out just how disgusting my true nature is. Josh is speaking just like a hard-boiled egg. Oh my god. Girl, no. Sometimes, I think it would have been better if we'd never met. No. This time is different. I'm grateful you came to see me. I hate that I have to run from a girl who's so important to me, but it's all I can do. I want you to know I'll always be thinking of you. Joshua, Joshua. Thank you for everything. You had me from the first moment I met you. I've always loved you. Goodbye, Estelle. Wayland, no! This means that Linux has failed to load the video. Finn, Legend of Heroes. I've always loved you. Complete Chapter 4. Save clear data. Oh, this was a great game. Except for that last dungeon, it was a great game. So we have an ending movie. Does it work if I click it directly? No. Well. What I'll do is exit the game. And I'll just look up the ending movie because that's bound to be on YouTube somewhere. And we can watch the ending movie together. Let's see. Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky ending movie. Okay. So now I need to chain. No, I'm not going to use you because we're going to need to trim you. So we're going to need a new window. And we're going to grab Firefox. And good enough. Show us. The ending. Sorry, no Kiseki. Cast. programmers! Yay! Thank you for your hard work, everyone on this list who made the game we just enjoyed. Tap, 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 tap. Da, da, da. Public relations, whatever that is. Josh and Estelle as kids in the background. Estelle from church fall asleep. Oh my god. And then Josh is just there. Oh. North American localization. John Sears, Jeff Nussbaum, Chris Cruz, Exceed. Wow. Production assistants and managers. Account analysts. An accounting manager. Executive vice president. Special thanks to some people. And there's the harmonica. Last piece of Josh's heart. No. Estelle's not going to sit around and wait. No, Estelle's going to go get him. So that was Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, first chapter. We had to run away to YouTube for the final movie because... hi, Tumblr. Bye, Tumblr. Because... of course. But yeah, game done. Success. I actually beat a game in 2025. Yay. I need to start the next one. I was like, yay, I can finish and go do something else for a bit. But then this happened. No. Let's go raid Matt. Rawr. Or, yeah, let's raid Matt. We can. You left! No. Well, such is life. Rah.